Chapter number 6, Regulated Power Supply. First, introduction. A rectifier is used to convert AC supply into DC supply. That means it converts alternating current into direct current. Now, the filter is used to remove the AC components present in the DC output. So, we will get smooth DC, or you can say the pure DC. The magnitude of this output voltage is not constant because the change in load current and the change in the input supply voltage. For some uses, the change can be allowed, but for some particular uses, the magnitude of this output voltage should be constant. That means it cannot allow the changes. So in this chapter we will study about the different arrangement to keep the output voltage constant. So there are some reasons for the variation in output voltage from the rectifier. First, due to change in input power supply. If there is a change in input supply due to the AC voltage received by the rectifier also changes, which change the output voltage of the rectifier. Second, due to change in load current. Now the current passing through the winding of the transformer causes a voltage drop due to its own resistance and the inductor. So the output voltage is also changes. Third, due to change in temperature. So the change in temperature causes a slight change in output voltage of the rectifier. Block diagram of electronic voltage regulator. In order to keep output voltage constant, it is necessary to know that whether your output signal of the rectifier is equal to our desired output voltage or less or more. This is further the output voltage is sensed, and this sampling units generates a signal which is directly proportional to the output voltage, and this signal is given to the comparator. Second is reference. The reference signal is generated by the reference, and this reference signal is received by Zener diode, and this signal is given to the comparator. Now third, comparator. So two inputs are given to the comparator. One signal is given the signal is directly proportional to the output voltage. This is called feedback signals, and another signals from this reference, and this comparator compares these two signals and generates a error signal. Next, amplifier. So whatever error signal is generated by these comparators, this signal is amplified with this amplifier. Now the value of this error signal is very low, and it cannot be operate the control element. So amplifier is required. And next, control elements. Now the control elements is controlled by the amplifier, and the output voltage is controlled by the control element. So when the output voltage of the rectifier increases for any reason, the voltage drop in the control element, it is also increases, so that the output voltage of the rectifier remains constant. Next, the electronic voltage regulator circuit. So there are three types of circuits are used as a voltage regulator circuit. First, Zener diode voltage regulator. Second, Shunt type voltage regulator, and third, series type voltage regulator. Diode voltage regulator. This type of circuit is very simple and less expensive. It is used where the high voltage regulation is not required. Now this is the basic circuit of voltage regulator by using Zener diode, where Vi is the input voltage applied to the circuit. V0 is equal to the output voltage. That means the voltage available across the load. IL, the load current, or you can say that the current passing through this load is called load current. IZ, that means the current passing through this Zener diode. ISC is the current passing through this resistance RSC, or we can also say that it is a total current. So we can write ISC is equal to IL plus IZ. RSC is a series resistance, where RL is the load resistance. Now, when current passing through this resistance RSC, there is some voltage drop across this resistance RLC. So, we can write VI is equal to V0 plus ISC RSC. But ISC, it is a summation of load current and the Zener current. So, we can write VI is equal to V0 plus IL plus IZ into RSC. Now, V0 is a Zener voltage, and the this Zener diode draws the current in such a way that the Zener voltage Vz, that means the voltage available across this Vz, or you can also say the output voltage, remains constant even your input voltage or the load current changes. So that means this provide constant voltage. Now first we will see first case, if our input voltage remains constant and suppose the load current is increased. So in this case, that means IL increase. So now in this case, the Zener diode draws less currents, and to keep the current passing through this resistance ISC remains same as before. So the voltage drop across this resistance is same. So the output voltage remains constant. Now if our input voltage is constant and load current decreases, then that time this Zener diode draws more current from the supply, and to maintain the current passing through this resistance ISC is same as before. So the voltage drop across this resistance also remains same, and our output voltage is also remains same. And now in second case, if our load currents remains constant and due to any reason the supply voltage Vi is increased, that means our Zener diode draws more current, and for that it ultimately increases the current passing through the series resistance ISC. So which increase the voltage drop across this resistance RSC, and the output voltage V0 remains constant. Now if our load currents remains same, or you can say the constant, and if there is a change in supply voltage, that means your supply input voltage Vi is decreased, that time this Zener diode draws less current. Due to this, which reduce the current passing through this resistance RSC, which will reduce the voltage drop across this series resistance RSC. So we will get same output voltage. So from that we can say that our Zener diodes draws the current in such a way that the output voltage remains same, even if the load current and the input voltage both are changes simultaneously. That time the Zener diodes draws currents in such a way that the output voltage remains same. Now there is some limitation of Zener voltage regulator. First, the efficiency is low due to the power losses occurs in the Zener diode. Second, the temperature stability decrease with increase in the load current. That means output voltage changes due to the temperature. Third, voltage regulation is not very good. Fourth, if the load current flow becomes zero, then the flow of current in the Zener diode increases a lot. Hence, its power dissipation increases.